No clouds at all. President Trump's recent tariffs are causing some people to stress out about the market and their 401ks. So joining us to talk more about it and give us some advice when it comes to our investments is the president of Wilsey Asset Management, Brent Wilsey. Brent, good morning. Great to see you as always.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Okay, there's a lot of people freaking out right now.
We got 20 minutes to talk about this. They are. And the thing that they're fearful about is the unknown. And they just don't know. And people don't like change. So they're fearful. They're fearful about what's going to go on. I went to the bank on Saturday. The bank was closed because of the protesting out there. People just don't understand. And the thing, too, they're being very impatient. That just happened like a couple days ago. Just give it a few months. And I'll tell you, I'm so excited about what's going on. I can't wait to get up in the morning. This is a great time, but you have to understand what's going on and stop being so fearful about the unknown.
And if the market is tanking, you look at it and go, hey, there's some buying opportunities here.
There are some buying opportunities. And again, the market's tanking because, again, people don't know what's going on. They're fearful. They don't understand. There are things, we'll talk more about those, that are not going to come back in the market. We are so excited about Monday. We're going to buy a company on Monday that was a high of 220. Now it's around $60, $65 a share. It pays a 5% dividend. We're so excited about what this company looks like going forward. But there's companies out there that I wouldn't buy because they're going to get very hard by the tariffs.
What are some examples?
Well, we'll talk about the big one. Everybody loves Apple, and it's a great company. We love Apple. But just think about what's going on. China came back with more tariffs. They're not going to say, okay, we'll do this. A lot of Apple's business comes from China. I think it's like 80, 90%. It's huge. They sell iPhones in China. They are manufactured there. So now it's about a 57% tariff on an iPhone. And an iPhone right now, I think, is around $1,500. So now it's going to jump to what, about $2,250? That's, you know, people look at their phone like, you know what, my phone's working. I don't think I'll buy a new one. The AI thing with Apple didn't work. I may be buying Apple in the near future around $80 to $9 a share. I know people think, oh, he's crazy. But when you look at the numbers and what they're up against, they're up against a difficult situation they've not been up against in a long time. It is not good for companies like Apple.
So buying opportunities are out there. You're very aware of it. And in fact, you're acting on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the market goes up and it goes down.
Yeah.
So it's going to come back up at some point, and who knows how long these tariffs will last and how other countries are going to respond to them.
And we got to be careful about the market, because we've talked in the past here many times about the unbalanced market, how the Mag 7 make up about 30% of the S&P 500. It was not an equal weighted market. That is going to come back. That index will come back down. Now, what's going to happen? Your Mag 7, they're coming down. But your little companies, your energy companies, your manufacturing companies, they make up a very small percent. They could double, won't move that index. So it is possible that the S&P 500 could end the year maybe flat at best. But there's going to be other companies, other opportunities that will do extremely well during this year.
So what do you say to people who are freaking out because they're looking at their 401ks every day?
Here's the big problem. They look at the balance. Stop looking at the balance. Don't look at the balance. Look at what makes it up. And we say don't freak out. Don't panic. Analyze. Understand, and do not look at the balance. Say, well, what do I have in my 401k? What do I have in my IRA? What do I have in my portfolio? And say, is this going to be affected by the tariffs? Is Apple a big part of it? Is technology a big part of it? And if you can't do it, then that's why you have a financial advisor. I mean, that's all Chase and I do. I mean, we just analyze all day long. We meet maybe one, maybe two people a day at most. A lot of time we're spent reading, understanding, analyzing, looking. We love doing it, looking at financial statements, saying, is this a strong business? There's going to be some businesses that will go under because they have a high debt level. They're going to get hurt by the tariffs. But you've got to look out for those. And if you're in a 401k, you got to be careful, because you're in mutual funds. You have to then look at that mutual fund. Are they overweighted in, you know, these technology companies? Are they overweighted in Apple? Because they're going to get hurt pretty bad.
Okay. Is there anything else in closing that you would like our viewers to know?
You know, the thing is, too, will it come back again? People saying, oh, I got to get out because it could be 10 years. No, it's not going to be 10 years. It's going to be fine. We're going to be okay. Really look and spend some time with your portfolio or your advisor saying, what should we do here? What is the right thing to be doing? And again, people are concerned because they're scared. Spend some time understanding the economics. Had a great guest on here, Ray Majors, talking about the tariffs. I mean, we have to do this. Nobody likes change. Change is here. Get used to it and understand. I think in a few months, be patient. we're going to be fine. You'll see.
Good to know. And you'll be back here in a few months
I'm
to
here
say I told you so.
Right, I'm here a lot.
All right. Brent Wilsey, Wilsey Asset Management. Great to see you, Brent. All right, American.